Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a little update on how I've been getting on with my two Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis bags. As I've had the black one, or the noir one, now since I think 2020, I want to say, so 4 years, and then we are just about marking the year anniversary for the 2023, I think it's like the cruise edition, which is basically sort of the tie-dye blueprint of the year. They have brought out a very similar one this year, so if you did miss out, they do have one this year. I did do a whole video of when I first got this, which I will upload before this video, so you can see my sort of first impressions and what it was like getting it at the time last year. But I thought I would update you on what the wear of them has been like, especially for the black one over the last 4 years, some thoughts, you know, a few years down the line, and, you know, would I recommend this bag for anyone? Obviously the prices of these bags have gone up, so I mean, with any luxury bag, the sooner you can purchase it the better, because it's likely to go up in price, especially if it's something that stays within their core range. So yeah, shall we start with the black one, seeing as I have had it the longest. I'm actually using it right now, and I am not usually a black handbag wearer or a gold metal wearer, so for me this bag is two of the things that I never would reach for. But it was something about the shape, the style, the classicness of it means I don't really need any other black bags. I mean, I do have another black bag, but this really is, you know, the bag to end all black bags, for me at least. So as far as wear goes, I think to start with I did use like a leather spray on it just to sort of protect it as best as I can. I also got protective stickers for the front, and I think I've got that on this one. Yeah, so I got them for this bag as well. I'm not sure, I don't think I've sprayed this one. I don't remember spraying it because it's such a light colour. I just didn't want to do anything with it. But for the black, I kind of knew I could kind of get away with it. Obviously you want to spot test in a inconspicuous area before you spray anything. But yes, and I purchased some little sticky labels. If I can remember where I got them from, I will link them down below. As far as wear goes, you know, I will say I've not used this bag constantly for the 4 years, so it's not going to be like a really hard wear. You know, I throw my bag around every day, but when I do wear it, I wear it for good weeks, sometimes a month or two at a time, and I think it's held up really, really well. Obviously I don't throw it around, but again, with this colour and it being leather, I don't baby it either. So for me it still looks really good. You know, the hardware still looks shiny. I would say there's a little bit of sort of scratching and almost, I don't want to say discoloration, but like you can definitely tell there's some scratching just on like the hardware bit there from where this is just rubbed. So if you want to get really nitpicky, but I don't know if you can see, you know, the buckle loop is really good. I'll give you a little close up on that, but obviously it's got the sticker on. I mean, the sticker is not to everyone's aesthetic, but I would rather have that and protect it and have the choice to remove it and it be clean and crisp and, you know, not scratched than not have that on. The handle still sits pretty flush. I mean, I do use it as a top handle as well. For me, I've not found it sort of doesn't lay flush enough. I'm just having a look. There is some wear to the handle, and I don't know if you can see. So just there, if it will not focus on me, where obviously it goes in and out, there is a little bit of wear on the edge there, and it's the same on the other side as well. It's not so bad on this side, you see. So yeah, I've just noticed that that is a little flaw, and actually that is quite annoying that happens, because I wouldn't say it gets a ton of sort of being rubbed up and down, but obviously it does. I mean, it's not terribly noticeable. I imagine that would be something though, if you did at one point want to go back to Louis Vuitton to get it repaired, I imagine that's something quite easily replaceable, because they're just gonna sort of recork the edges, I would have thought. So that is that. I'm just trying to have a look what else. I know for a period of time there was some concerns over quality control, and I don't know how they are now, but certainly for a period of time they were becoming sort of the indentations of the pattern were becoming really soft around the edges. Mine's not too bad. There were definitely ones that were a lot softer, and some that the print is a lot deeper, but I'm not terribly bothered about that. As far as underneath, still looks very, very good. You know, there's no other wear that I can see on that. I don't put my bag on the floor if I can help it, but again, like I said, I don't completely baby it. The strap looks really good. I would say one of the only cons I've got of this bag is the strap, and that's this bit here, and that is just a flaw with most of this sort of design, is occasionally, you know, it can fall down and then the strap is just sort of flapping. It's good that obviously it's got this little piece here, and it does for the most part keep it quite tight and flush, but as you can see it can move around a little bit. If you're interested what I've got in the moment, it's definitely not that full. I've definitely packed it way fuller than this, and I'll talk about my other one I took on our last trip to Israel, but as you can see it's really not that full, and you could definitely fit a lot more in there. I will say if you really put a lot in the front bit, it will obviously protrude out the front, so just something to be mindful. It can sort of alter the appearance, and if you do pack it too much sort of, and you can kind of see here the outside bits sort of bow out a bit more, but for the most part it keeps its structure really, really nicely. But you can see that it kind of, the flaps kind of come in a little bit, I guess you would say, the more full that you do pack it. So just to be mindful of that. But I can fit, let me have a look, I'm pretty sure you can fit a book in here, so let me give it a go. There's still other stuff in there, but the front pocket carries a full-size book and fits shut. So if you're a girly that needs to fit a book, or you know, a smaller Kindle in, then you know that is pretty good going. So onto this bag. Obviously I've not used it quite as much, naturally a bit because of the colour. I'm slightly more hesitant to wear darker colours, so this is definitely for me a spring summer bag. So I can't comment a lot on the wear because I wore it for maybe just over a week straight before it then went back in its dust bag. So yeah, there's not really a lot of wear on it. You know, there's not the wear on those bits there like there was on the other bag. You know, the zip pull still looks very clean and scratch free. I don't know if you can see. I will say that looking at the edge of it, it does look like, and I don't recall this when I did it before, but like, I don't know if you can see, sort of the edging there is kind of like buckled in slightly. So I don't know if that's because of what I've put in it and it's just sort of warped it, or if it's just from storage. I'm not sure, but it's definitely got a curve, which would be interesting to look back at my original video and see if that was there. I keep the strap on the inside, and yeah, I can imagine if you have sort of darker things on the inside, it could rub up against this as well. So it's just one of those bags you feel you've got to be a little bit more careful with. It's not quite as carefree. I definitely wouldn't choose this as like your first luxury item, your first Louis Vuitton bag, because it is something you feel you would have to baby a bit more. The inside though, you can be a little bit more carefree because of the lining. It is fabric and it's patterned, so it is more forgiving. And I just really like the style overall of this bag. I feel you can fit a lot in. going on holiday, I fit my sunglasses, a camera, backup chargers, you know, a little bit of makeup, so it really does fit a lot for being a small bag. I'm quite petite in height. I am only sort of 5'1", 5'2", and I don't think it looks, you know, ridiculously big on me. It does look really proportional, whereas I think sometimes some crossbody bags can look a little bit large if you're going for a certain style. But overall, when I do wear this, I do love it, and I think it's just a gorgeous statement piece, and I love it, and it would be very hard to part with this one day. So that is kind of my update on my 2 Louis Vuitton Pochette bags. Would I get any more? If I had the money, I would definitely get, there's like a taupey brown colour, which I would love to get. It's kind of like a taupey grey brown. So that would be like the next one if I did want to ever add to this. I think they've just come out with like more of a burgundy one, which is really beautiful. And then there's obviously the normal standard monogram canvas ones as well. But for me, I've always loved the look of the black bag, and definitely check out this version's one of this because it's really, really pretty. And I can't remember this year if they brought it out in the blue colourway or the orange. Beautiful bags, especially when they do these sort of interesting designs, you know, the limited run. And yeah, let me know what you think of these bags. Would you ever purchase one? If you've got one, what do you think of it? And yeah, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss more of my videos, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.